weekly haul. Starting with toys, I already opened this up. It's a little Kirby. Get this bad boy open. Look at that, Sword Kirby. And I like that it is clearly marked which one is in the box. I hate blind bags and blind boxes, whatever. Now I have a little Sword Kirby. I might also get the Kirby with, he's all puffed up here, because that one's fun too. But the sword, that is obviously my favorite power-up from Kirby, because when it comes to that game, I'm basic and I want to be Link. A fun, cheap little vinyl figure. Then the big one of the week, I finally got the Thanos Psylocke Marvel vs. Capcom Gamerverse Marvel Legends 2-pack, whatever. I was very much on the fence about this. I didn't even pre-order it. I just saw it on the shelf and I was like, fine. Because I really wanted the Psylocke, obviously, but I did not care about having possibly my fourth Thanos? I don't know. I'm gonna put the King Thanos head on him from that came with, what did that come with? I think that maybe came with Cosmic Ghost Rider, or maybe it came with the Thanos, I don't even remember. One of my Thanos are gonna become King Future Thanos though. And then I can have that little Cosmic Ghost Rider, King Thanos, and the fallen one all hang out, chill. But this Psylocke, damn, that's a fantastic Marvel Legend right there. And I was definitely getting FOMO seeing everyone's online reviews and pictures. And I know all you kids in the audience love Mafex, I'll say it, this is better than the Mafex Psylocke. Then the rest was all Star Wars Black Series, so they reissued the basic Phase 2 Clone Trooper. And I'm always looking to build up my clone army. It's funny how when they reissue things, they go back to whatever the box packaging was when it originally came out. So since this guy came out when they didn't have the plastic showing the figure on the inside, the clear plastic window, he didn't come in a clear plastic window and they didn't redo the packaging. I don't mind, because I'm an opener, of course. So if you've ever seen my Star Wars collection tour, you know I'm all about army building clone troopers. Then this pre-order came in of Qimir, the Stranger from the Acolyte. Now, I'm unopinionated on this show as I have not seen it. And it's not even, I've seen nothing from it. And I didn't watch it, not for any negative reason, it's just, and I didn't watch it because having the Ahsoka came out and was barely mid. It was just barely mid. It was borderline bad. But then Mandalorian Season 3 came out and it was awful and it killed all my excitement for Star Wars. Then I didn't even watch The Acolyte, which I think was the next show. But I cannot deny that Qimir, the Stranger, has a very cool helmet and I love adding some Siths to my shelf. Now finally, for toys, from Marketplace. You're not ready for this one. All right, gang? I got me Aunt May, as she appeared in Spider-Man the Animated Series, but I don't plan on keeping her looking this way. I just needed a base for an Aunt May custom, because if you look at this head, I have bad lighting right now. She is incredibly ghoulish. So what did I do to correct this? I needed another older woman action figure or STL file for a replacement Aunt May head sculpt, and my resin printer is broken, so what was I to do? Well, also from the Acolyte, Carrie-Anne Moss. So I'm thinking, just color paint the hair on this gray, do a swap, and I'm golden, and then I'll put an alien head or something on this Jedi body and put it in my Battle of Geonosis shelf. So let's pop this open. Let's see what we're working with here. Okay, so the hair on the back, it's a little more Jedi than I would have liked, but that's fixable. I can sculpt that, I can resculpt it. All's not lost, it just needs, a double jointed design. It's interesting. Okay gang, I can't get the double head off here, but let's go for just size vibes. Dang, this one is really jammed on there too. I may actually need a hairdryer to do this swap. I don't want to break this, but the size, it looks pretty good. It's comparable. I'll keep you all updated on my maximum Aunt May Marvel Legend, okay? So stay tuned for that maximum Aunt May. My plan is I'll put her in my little Daily Bugle display and she'll have a plate of wheat cakes that she's bringing to her nephew, because he forgot his lunch at home. And if I can get another cheap Acolyte Jedi, then I do want to try and make Jedi Bob from Lego. This is actually a very good figure. What a hit the Black Series it must have been last year to have a full wave of Acolyte figures that then clearance out, and then follow that up with a full wave of Skeleton Crew figures that also clearance out. Oh. And I like this Jedi design and everything. That's a shame. And then finally, before comics, I got something else very special. Let me go get it. On Marketplace. I just wanted the helmet, but then the guy threw in a shirt too, and it was $20 for a helmet and shirt, and now I'm Jay Garrick. This helmet, on the outside, I don't think this is 3D printed. I think this is made through some other means that I'm not familiar with. I might repaint it to be more chromed out, but I'm pretty happy with it as is right now. So eventually I'll get like a motorcycle helmet wall mount or something, put this bad boy in it, put a light inside from IKEA, and then have it shine down on all my flashes running on my flash shelf. Here's a display for you. All right, so now let's go on to comics. So you may know something very important, special, and cool came out this week, and that is obviously the Chip Zdarsky News issue 15, where he's lamenting the fact that his good friend Matt Fraction is now writing Batman and not him. And there's a lot of funny stuff on this cover. But then also came out is Deadpool Batman crossover. What? So this is a big deal because this is the first Marvel DC crossover to come out since I think JLA Avengers was the last time. That came out when I was like 5 years old or something. So it's been a while. And since it's such a big deal, I obviously had to get a variant cover for it. So here's the A cover. And then I also got this Magik and Catwoman cover by Artgerm. I ordered this one because you can't go wrong with Artgerm. He knows what's up. Back in the day, even before he was doing these covers, I remember following him on DeviantArt and seeing his, what was that main one that blew up on there? It was a Powerpuff Girls superhero cover. So yes, possibly lifelong fan of Artgerm because I was 11 when I first discovered him on DeviantArt before he was big. So then I got The Incredible Hulk issue 29. Fantastic Four, issue 3. Runaways, issue 4. I've been enjoying this immensely. I hope this continues in some capacity. The Ultimates, issue 16. Predator Kills the Marvel Universe, issue 2. G.I. Joe, issue 11. And finally, Exquisite Corpse, issue 5. No DC this week because this was published by Marvel. DC's see how it's Deadpool Batman? The next one's Batman Deadpool and comes out in November, I think. So no DC this week, all Marvel and then some Image. Pretty wild. Then for trades, these were both from Book Outlet. I got the Miles Morales Modern Era Epic Collection. Miles Morales Spider-Man. So this is his first Ultimate Spider-Man stories. Oh, and it also has Spider-Man in here. That's nice. So all of Miles' 1610 stories are collected in 3 of these. And 2 of the 3 are on Book Outlet. So I was like, might as well. So, you know, I am a fan of the Ultimate Universe, the original one, as I'm always saying. Some good stories there. And then continuing in Can the Avengers, I have volume 5 here, and I am now only missing 4 and 3. Unfortunately, this was used on Book Outlet and it had a hideous sticker on the front that left a sticker mark. I haven't been able to remove that. If you have any tips on how to remove sticker marks, let me know. My pick of the week is, of course, Deadpool Batman with the variant cover. Now to talk last week's comics with Ultimate Spider-Man Incursion issue 4? Yes, 4. It's big up right up here. I like Ultimate X-Men and I like Maystorm quite a bit, and I find it funny that Maystorm is the character he's interacted with the most in this. It says he met 6160 Peter and Richard, but then he barely hung out with them, and now he's been with Maystorm for like 3 issues? 2 issues, it's been 2 issues. But still, looks like she's gonna be in the next one too. That's just interesting. Deadpool's and Wolverine's issue 3 sadly concludes Cody Ziegler's time on the character. I enjoyed his Deadpool run, but Deadpool's been having it tough with ongoings lately. He hasn't been able to get a long run going, and I think a lot of people have the misconception that He's annoying when he's not really a clown too much in his comics. He's just kind of a sad guy. Imperial War, Nova Centurion. This got me excited for Jed MacKay's ongoing with Nova. Because Richard Rider, he needs some time in the sun. He's earned it. And they kind of depowered him in this because he merged with the Nova World Mind thing, and now he needs to power that with the Nova Force, and it was confusing, but I understood it. I understand things. One World Under Doom, this was a great issue. Reed showed up as the Scientist Supreme, but he was still using magic. And I have slight issue with that because the Scientist Supreme is a pre-existing thing in the Marvel Universe and it was originally attributed to Hank Pym. The reasoning for Hank Pym over Reed Richards was because Reed Richards is an explorer, and the reason for over Tony Stark is because Tony Stark is an engineer, whereas Hank Pym is solely a scientist. So Hank Pym had the Scientist Supreme title. But no, Reed Richards became a different kind of Scientist Supreme in this, and he found out that magic is kind of like a periodic table, so then he did whatever and whatever, and he was able to use some basic spells, but then Doom still bested him. Ooh, we got some more good stuff from David Colton in this with flashback stories from the War on Terror, and damn, it was hard hitting and good stuff. I do recommend this series. This is awesome. This ends Daniel Warren Johnson's run on Transformers, and Robert Kirkman is taking over next week, and I don't know if Robert Kirkman can best of this. Just Daniel Warren Johnson, each issue of this was Optimus Prime being just deeply sad. And I don't think Robert Kirkman enjoys writing deeply sad, but that was my favorite parts of this run. So we'll have to wait and see how that goes. Radiant Black introduced a new bad guy at the end of this named Horizon. Like an event horizon, you see. Yeah, I'm a thinker. And then they also talk about Cowl being canon in the 1960s in this, and they've been treating the Cowl stuff as though it was... Cowl was a series that Kyle Higgins had for Image a few years ago, many years ago. And originally it was a fictional thing in the Radiant Black universe, but now they're saying it was a real thing as well. Starbreaker Saga continued with Green Lantern Corps issue 8, and it saw Nathan Broom just really help out the Corps, I guess. The sadness lantern, I don't know, it wasn't that exciting. I mean, I enjoyed it still. Oh, and all the abstracts kind of got taken down. Yeah. Aquaman did a dive from the Watchtower into the ocean in this issue. That was cool. And then he tanked a punch from Superman because he's the god of oceans now, so he's ultra powerful. With a lot of comics, you can kind of see where the story's going and imagine the next story. I love me some Jeremy Adams, but what's he gonna do with Aquaman next? I don't know. So I'm intrigued about this series. Spider-Verse vs. Venomverse concluded with issue 5. And it was weird because Eddie merged with the... What happened in this? Eddie got a blood transfusion with Spider-Man, making him a radioactive Spider-Man himself, and then changed his costume to reflect that, so then he was a Spider-Venom. But isn't Venom also currently having a version of the Spider-Man costume in his own comic? I don't know. This was probably the best thing. What came out last week? This and Captain America. Trinity was probably the best things last week. This is Trinity Daughter, Wonder Woman issue 4. It was just toddler Trinity causing shenanigans in the Wayne Manor in Batcave the day of the wedding between Batman and Catwoman. Good Alfred stuff. Action Comics, 1090. It's so, I'm so close to dropping it. I'm so close. I'll wait for this story to be over and then I'll see. It's just so mid. But low mid, it's low mid. So there's everything I picked up this week. Let me know what you're reading and what you want to see reviewed first.